Hey dumplings, it's Dave this time. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be getting into BLACKPINK and specifically Jennie. I want to talk about what happened recently when Jennie posted some underwear pictures online. I definitely want to get into this. There has been some backlash, of course, and people talking about this. I also want to get into something that was discovered when a military member came after BTS and criticized them. I definitely want to talk about this. So grab your dumpling and tea spilling mug merch and let's get into the tea. If you are new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, lines be the first of your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. If you aren't aware of the recent amount of craziness that is happening within K-pop right now, it's like every artist and their mom is deciding to debut or have a comeback right now, and it's a lot. A lot of fandoms and multi-stands like I am are struggling to keep up with the amount of content being put out. Like, calm down, I need to breathe. But BLACKPINK in general has been doing a lot, and Jennie specifically has been doing a lot. I have two theories. One theory could just be because Rosé is doing her thing right now, so they don't want the momentum of the other girls to die down. So they're all just doing their own individual thing until they can come back as a group, since they can't be a group right now. The other theory is that Jennie could be preparing for something more. Maybe working on a little something something for us? Probably not, but we can dream. Jennie recently shocked the internet, and I mean shocked the internet, with some underwear nude pics. She posted for her My Calvin ad, which we've been dying to see more K-pop idols do Calvin Klein. And I really hope it'll be a global campaign and not just ads that will only appear in Korea or something like that. But she posted this on Instagram. It was a beautiful back photo like this one, and you can see her bra and underwear. Apparently this was a problem. For the most part, a lot of comments were extremely positive and loving, but there were just too many negative comments to simply ignore. People saying things like this: LOL, you just described your desperate fave. She can do anything for attention. Very soon she will drop her nude pics for attention and likes. She is sick. A very desperate piece of... Now, first off, she is an idol, and when asked to pose for a commercial that sells underwear, of course she is going to do it. What sickens me the most is I don't think this is someone who is like 20 years old writing this. This is clearly some 3-year-old who somehow has access to a computer, and the fact that they are shaming women for having an underwear picture, but even more so shaming that women can't post naked pictures if she wanted to. If Jennie actually wanted to pose nude, we should be blessed that she felt comfortable to do so. This is not a bad thing, and I don't know how these parents are raising kids to tell them to be ashamed of a woman's body. Also, given the fact that Jennie isn't naked here, and she clearly isn't doing anything for likes. You can very clearly tell in the post that she is posing with My Calvin or Calvin Klein hashtag, and it says ad. She is getting paid to do this. She is also contractually obligated probably to do this. And there's nothing wrong with that. I will say this, which is interesting. In Western media, obviously men can dress however they want, and they won't get shamed or called slutty for wearing no shirt all the time. But in K-pop, I will say, I see a lot of men and women K-pop idols are not supposed to take off their shirt all the time and remain decent by never showing their muscles. The culture is different, but it seems no matter the culture, women will be shamed. There's so much of this under Jennie's Instagram post. I don't know how many are still there, because I'm sure BLINKS have sat there and reported those comments. I was reading people on the tweets they're saying, is slut shaming Jennie Kim a hobby? Because Lisa solo stans be obsessed. Leave Jennie alone. This is something I don't understand with these solo stans, or what Koreans call them at-gays, which are basically really obsessed solo stans. They only care about one member, but to the point where they'll bully the other members or harass the others. And it's like, are those people aware that the members typically like each other, right? Like, if you went ahead and insult the people I spend most of my day with, do you expect me to like you back? Like, these solo stans aren't going to get attention of Lisa if they insult Jennie. Lisa loves Jennie and wouldn't be friends with anyone who attacks Jennie. I don't understand this mindset at all. Those people can do better for sure. We need to learn to love and support each other and also look into things more deeply. Like, it's not hard to see that Jennie is not just posting a picture in her underwear because she's desperate for likes. She literally gets millions of likes just posting a selfie of herself. She wants more likes, post more selfies. Personally, I'm loving it, because if there are any girls out there who are Korean or even Asian and rarely see other girls that look like them in these ads, then this will be a great representation. I almost cried the first time I saw an Asian underwear ad in Macy's, because I grew up looking at those ads and thinking this is what the pinnacle of masculinity looks like and what I'm supposed to look like. But all those men were white, had a full beard, which I cannot grow one by the way, brown or blonde hair, and I just thought the only way for me to be attractive was that one day I'll turn white and be attractive. So things like this are important, and the people shaming Jennie are being absolutely so stupid. I hope Jennie doesn't read those or take those into consideration. I hope she is aware she's in the generation of K-pop that is going to change Asian in media, and she is going to change how Asian women are seen in the media as well. BLACKPINK and BTS are both great representations of Asian women and Asian men, which you may or may not have noticed, but it's so awesome to see both representation all at once. But that's how things happen. When it happens, it's all at once. It does suck that BTS is going to be in the military one day and thus stepping out of the limelight for a little while, but that is just what they have to do, and it's an honor to do. It's a good thing. One recent story came out that I thought was extremely funny was a veteran named Lee Hyung. I am not too familiar with his work or the type of music he makes, but of course during his prime he had to serve in the military as well. Lee Hyung was in Big Hit as well and knew BTS somewhat personally, I guess. In a recent interview that came out, Lee Hyung talked about BTS and what happened when Lee Hyung was in the military. Of course, in the military, you're not training 24/7. You do get breaks, from what I'm aware of. It's almost like a 9 to 5, and once you're done, you go back to your dorm. You can use your phone or go on a computer or watch TV, and then on the weekends, I believe you can go and do whatever you want off the academy. So Lee Hyung had a lot of time and would watch TV, and this was during their first comeback. As he was watching, they announced BTS as bangtan sonyeondan, which is their full Korean name if you didn't know. Bangtan is BT, and then the S is sonyeondan, which means Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Sounds less cool in English, but in Korean it's awesome. The military junior that I guess were bunking with Lee Hyung asked what kind of name is that, kind of making fun of BTS. They didn't know BTS was Lee Hyung's label mate, and when Lee Hyung asked, "Do you not like it? They're from my label." The military junior responded, "You know what? It's catchy." They clearly respected Lee Hyung enough that they wanted to not insult Lee Hyung's label mates, which I am sure by now those military juniors have some respect for BTS, which is so beautiful. Because I think if I was in the military and I said, "Hey, those are my friends," they wouldn't respect me enough to be like, "Oh yeah, they're cool. We like them." They'd be like, "We barely like you." Lee Hyung in the interview continued to say how bad he felt because he wanted to be BTS's senior, maybe give them more guidance. I think definitely back then BTS could have used more guidance. I don't think their journey, even to this day, has been an easy one. They've had to face so much discrimination and racism to get to where they are. With those obstacles that were in the way, I think whatever job and career you decide to go down, it of course would be easier if you had someone who was doing the same thing and you can take lessons from. But that's not always the case. And maybe if they had more guidance in the beginning, they would not be as strong as they are now. They likely felt like there was no one to lean on except themselves, and so they had to push themselves. And I think it's an okay mentality to have in the beginning because it pushes you. Lee Hyung continued to talk about how he continued to cheer on BTS a lot during the military and probably watched them a lot, then was definitely able to see their growth as a group and how powerful they have become. I hope BTS and Lee Hyung are good friends and keep up with each other. That would definitely be nice. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check stuff out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you'd like to see over there. Link is in the top description down below. I also have a video over there that kind of explains my journey in media as an Asian person, and also a little bit more about how you can support this channel even more. So if you'd like to go over there and check out that video, it would mean a lot to me. Of course, it's on the front page and it's free to watch. With that said, there's two videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.